Hi again, this is Pavlos from PTC Group's global team. So let's see how is money shared in PTC Groups. There is a roll-up period from the 19th to the 18th. That means a whole month. Um, the amount to be shared is calculated once per month from the 19th of one month to the 18th of the next month. And on the 19th of the month, we get what is called an earnings report. So every member um, can see how much they earned in every matrix every month. And this is calculated in once per month from the 19th to the 18th of the next month, and then again on the 19th there's a new report, and so on. Like we said before, the earnings are shared once a month, but um, how are they calculated? What happens? How are the earnings shared? The system, which is computerized in BTC groups, obviously because it has many members, calculates the total sum of money gathered in every matrix separately, the whole amount from memberships, and then it subtracts a small percentage for the owners, um, which goes to the maintenance of the system, and of course some profit has to be made for the owners for doing this, but it's really a very small amount. And after that, the system pays the members that have one, two, three, or four current referrals. I forgot to write the word current. Current referrals, that means referrals that have active deposits in any matrix. For example, they can have um, an active deposit just on the Scarlet Clicks matrix, but they count for you to earn in every matrix you make the deposit. For example, you can be um, you can get paid in 10 matrices if you are that far up the ladder. But of course, we'll do that with the system. But just to say an example here, you can be in 10 matrices, paid in 10 matrices, and your current referrals just to be in one matrix active. Doesn't really matter. I mean, they don't have to be in all matrices that you are the same ones to be active. However, like we said before, because you need 5 current referrals to be paid um, all the way down to every level, all the way down to infinity, because in PTC groups it is the single line matrix is one of the few um, systems that you can and you are being paid all the way down to infinity in every matrix. So the system This is mostly my guess, but this is what happens. The system pays first the members that have one, two, or three current refs referrals because um, it is not a lot of money because they get paid only um, for one, two, three, or four levels down, which is not really a big sum, um, but it's still something that can contribute to their to pay the membership. And since everybody should be asking the admin of the system to enable their auto deposit function, so that means that if you have three or four referrals, current referrals, you might um, cover your membership, or at least a part of it. But the most earnings, of course, are being made by members who have 5 current referrals. And so the rest of the sum that has been gathered by in every matrix is being shared among the rest of the members in that matrix that have 5 or more current referrals. And this is the key to PTC groups, to have 5, not necessarily more, but to have 5. You need 5 current referrals so you can get paid all the way down in that matrix, because whoever has 5 current referrals goes to the top of the matrix, well, under previous members that made it, obviously. Still, they move far up in every matrix they're in, and they're being paid the amount that will be allocated to them from the total sum. So this is very important. The money, the main bulk of the money in the matrix is being shared among actually members with at least 5 current referrals. So as long as you are active in at least one matrix and have 5 current referrals in total, or more of course, that are current in at least one matrix, it could be another matrix, no problem, then you get paid in every matrix that you have a deposit. So you might, like we said before, you might have deposited money in 10 matrices, even though our team will do it through our earnings, but just saying, to make an example again, you can be active, you can have an active deposit in 10 matrices, but your 5 current referrals could be just in one matrix, active or current. That's the same meaning here, but I'm just using both words so you understand. Sometimes in the site you might find this active deposit, this kind of term. So as long as you have 5 current referrals, that they are current in any matrix, it has to be at least one, they do not have to follow you in all the other matrices for you to be paid all the way down to infinity, well, to be shared that amount with the other members. So the difference in the compensation plan, let's call it like that, it's not exactly compensation plan, but the main difference between the single line matrix that BTC groups uses and all the other MLM, let's say, compensation plans. The difference is that in a straight line matrix, the money is shared upon members by using the rules that we set above. You see why this is one of the best systems you can join, because the money is shared. You do not have um, to worry that you are being left out because you're in the left wing of some 3 by 5, 3 by 10 matrix, and the right side making money because you have someone over there that is making signups, is doing signups and all this stuff. You being on the other side and just paying the membership and making nothing. Um, in the single line, in the straight line matrix, the money is shared among all members. This is very important to understand. As long as you have 5 current referrals in any matrix, to have active deposits in any matrix, as long as you have that, you get paid from the pool that the pool of the sum that has been summed up from all the straight line matrix all the way down to infinity. It can be 100, it can be 1000, it can be 10,000 active members in that matrix, and you are being shared a part of the money if you have 5 current referrals in any matrix. I'm going to make other videos explaining this over and over again, not because I do not have a lot of things to say about how you should be viewing this and how you should be making people viewing this, but I need people to understand it. So one of the best ways to understand it is me making videos to repeat how the money is shared. And watch out for this term, remember this, the money is shared upon all members, or at least the members that have 5 current referrals. Yes, but I'm going to show you in the next videos how to have 5 current referrals without having to recruit, even though the best way is to bring 5 people in, because that's the whole point here, to help our friends, other people. The more people we help, the more money we make. And I'm going to prove that to you mathematically. Not that I'm very good in mathematics, but in one of the next videos, I'm going to explain why we all make more when we help people. We get mean because we help them because in practice you are only required to pay 50 cents every 60 days, which is not going to be paid many times anyway, because you will have your auto deposit function enabled by the system. But in any case, even if you have to pay for a whole year, I don't understand why this would happen. But let's take the worst case scenario. Even if you had to pay for a whole year to stay current in one matrix, it is just $6. Of course, you need everyone, and that's the extra rule. And this again makes absolute sense because we need expansion. Because as we expand, in a way, people that do not recruit, they will get their 5 people eventually. So if the members or some members do not actively um, expand the matrices or the total members in PTC groups in general, um, the the owners or whoever designed this amazing one of a kind system, they made sure that um, the member base is going to be expanding even if you don't recruit. So this is where the extra $1 per month comes in, because everyone is required to have to bring in one more member every month in order to stay active in PTC groups in general. This is not small letters or a catch, when people say, okay, 50 cents, where's the catch? Well, okay, the catch is just $1 more per month if you cannot bring one person per month. What I am doing, so that you know, I am paying the $1 per month because anyone who will be joining, since I have 5 current referrals, so in very rare exceptions, all new members are going to be joining under existing members, and I'm not talking about Kim or me, but they're going to be joining under people who join our team. So we help a bit with this. I'm saying a bit because everyone has to find one person per month. So in the worst case scenario, you buy one referral from BTC groups for $1. And this doesn't mean that the referral you're going to buy is going to be current. However, um, at least for our team, we will be helping you to give you some referrals. I'm saying some because I'm not really sure how it's going to work, and after we have 100, 200, 300 members, we won't really know what's happening. It's going to get tougher as the member base increases, expands, but we will help you with sign-ups. But in any case, after a while, you will need to find the one extra person per month, and so you might have you might be required to pay this dollar, even though for a very long time I believe that people who enter the team of the PTC groups, um, they will get members, so they won't be required to pay this for maybe a few months or so. But in any case, it will be. I have to check this out with the admin, but probably this can be paid by our deposits. I mean, the auto deposit, the earnings that we're going to make. So even the dollar is not really something that will be required to be paid every month by your pocket. Probably it will be paid by the earnings that we have in the matrices we enter. But just in case, but the worst case scenario, I said again, is $1.50 per month. So not exactly a fortune. And in our Facebook group, we have a site where you can make that money much faster than all the other PTC sites. What you have to remember from this video is that the money here is shared, which is great. It is not that what happens in other systems, that things can go wrong and people not to be able to be paid if they don't find people on paying high fee memberships and all this stuff. No. So keep this in mind, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.